Clinton, of course, went after Donald Trump real hard today. And to a certain degree, it's been a wild week for the Trump campaign. We take a look. You have the Trump fundraising effort. That came in relatively bleak. You see the numbers right there on the board. In May, Hillary Clinton raised $26 million. Donald Trump raised $5.6 million. And a lot of the money actually was diverted to himself as payout during the campaign. And then today, Donald Trump finally sending out personal emails asking for funds. This on the heels of Corey Lewandowski's ouster from the campaign. And some sobering poll numbers. Joining me now to respond to the Clinton attack and other issues here, Donald Trump's national spokesperson, Katrina Pierson. Katrina, let me start with Hillary Clinton. Sort of a blistering attack, and she began it all by using Republican talking points, including referring to a McCain advisor, all saying Donald Trump would be bad for the economy.
Well, you know, it's interesting that she would be the one talking about the economy, considering how she hasn't created a single job. And look, we understand that Hillary Clinton's poll numbers look really poor in the economy simply because everyone already knows Donald Trump is a job creator. He has signed tens of thousands of paychecks for individuals. And these talking points that Hillary Clinton is using are falling on deaf ears simply because Hillary Clinton's own record with rigging Wall Street speaks volumes.
Well, there's no doubt that, to your point, in the most recent poll, Donald Trump enjoying his most favorable advantage when it comes to the economy. But she is going to continue these talking points. We know it. We know she'd like to chip away at that. She talked about the 3,500 lawsuits. She talked about Atlantic City bankruptcies. She talked about small businesses and individuals being shortchanged. She talked about Trump University. She also talked about some of these other issues. So Donald Trump, of course, tweeted throughout the afternoon after seeing and listening to this. I think he's going to have to respond, and I know he's got something scheduled for tomorrow, but do these kind of things have an impact when most people don't get or understand real detailed policy?
Well, I think you just highlighted the problem that she's going to have with this line of attack, because Hillary Clinton knows absolutely nothing about small business or small business creation, or she wouldn't be criticizing the mechanisms that allow people to go out there, create businesses and create jobs. Mr. Trump is someone who has gone out there, who encourages entrepreneurship, and by the way, 65% of new jobs in this country since 1995 have been because someone wanted to go out there and start a business. Things like Dodd-Frank, which make it impossible for people to get credit to start those businesses, is because of Hillary Clinton. So these types of things just goes to show just how poorly Senator Clinton understands the economy, particularly as Donald Trump, who's been saying for months now how he wants to make America great again, because right now people look at their future and they don't see how they can get to their dreams.
Of course, I think she tried to hijack that saying, make America great, with her own Make It in America plan, talking about $10 billion being invested and a sort of plan that, let's face it, we're talking about two distinct campaigns here. One that believes the government should be involved, that no longer believes or never believed that there was such a thing as rugged individualism or pulling yourself up by the bootstraps. Right. On the end of the spectrum, of course, Donald Trump saying, hey, we can make it great again. How does Donald Trump, though, counter this? How do I know he's fantastic. I know he's a self-made billionaire. But how does his policies make me better? How does it enrich me?
Well, I think some of the things that she pointed out about regulations, which is severely strapping the economy in this country, she makes it out to be a bad thing that Donald Trump wants to unleash the economy. But most people understand that the reason why they don't have a job is because of things like Obamacare, because there are restrictions on energy, and the banking system, which Hillary Clinton was one of the individuals that filibustered Freddie and Fannie reform when 8 million people lost their homes. So the facts are what's going to win out going into November.
One of the things that she sort of, the underpinning, if you will, of her speech today and some of the other things that she's talked about, no matter what the topic, Katrina, gets back to Donald Trump on temperament. The same poll that has Donald Trump 51-43 on the economy has her at 56-32 when it comes to temperament, saying that he just has the wrong sort of temper to have his finger on the pulse of anything, including the economy.
Well, you know, it's a conditioning process. You know, people have been conditioned to believe that politicians have to speak a certain way, sound a certain way, and react a certain way. And that's what Donald Trump is changing throughout the course of this process. Donald Trump obviously has the right temperament to be a leader. He's built an empire. He has an international community. He's been very successful. He's created tens of thousands of jobs. So clearly, there's a temperament there that doesn't fit this stereotype that Hillary Clinton is trying to put out there. And I think that, too, is what you're going to see moving forward. Donald Trump, the candidate that's out there reacting to certain things, he's just being Donald Trump. And when you look at his businesses and the negotiations that he's made with those individuals, you do see a very different Donald Trump. Right now, he is upset and he's angry, just like every other American, with the way our economy is being handled, with the way terrorism is being dealt with, and everything under the sun. We have to put Americans first. And Mr. Trump's sentiment is that of the American people.
I get that, and I think it also resonated with Bernie Sanders on the other side of the aisle, but there was a major firing. Corey Lewandowski out. Apparently there was a major tug of war there, and part of that was, according to reports, that Corey Lewandowski was okay with Trump being Trump, but it got to the point where some of the people who have been involved in these battles for years said, no, we've got to rein Donald Trump in a little bit. Is this the Donald Trump pivot to the more so-called presidential Donald Trump?
Well, you know, I've heard the media report so many things, and even Mr. Trump himself last night said he's going to continue to be Donald Trump. That's really important because it is what has made him so successful as being the individual that he is. But, you know, this was a business decision. This was not a political decision. Mr. Trump wants to go a different direction. He and Corey Lewandowski made history in the GOP primary, and now he wants to go a different direction.
I get that part, but I guess the question is, if everything is going so great and you've got a guy who was able to deliver a primary against all odds, redefine what running for the president is all about, set established records, and all of a sudden he was out. Even Corey was somewhat dismayed and confused about what happened, at least publicly. That does send to the general public, it sounds like something is wrong there.
Well, I think for months you've been hearing in the public as well that Donald Trump was making changes going towards the general election, doing joint efforts with the RNC to move forward, putting in a new system, bringing on more people, and that's just a part of the process.
All right, Katrina, you've been fantastic yourself. Keep up the great work, and thanks for coming on the show tonight.